and welcome to Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First, episode 182. It's Wednesday, the 14th day of March 2018. My name's Dr. Jerry the First Oguzie. I want to bring you to speed on the 7 things you need to remember when life gets rough and you feel drained. Oftentimes, things have to go wrong in order for them to go right. In fact, if the road you're traveling on is all smooth, without bumps and curves and roundabouts, it is very likely that you are on the wrong road. Some part of you knows this is true. Nevertheless, when life gets especially rough, it can be hard to remember. You may not know this, but I have dealt with several severe hardships myself, including the sudden compulsory retirement from my place of work, the sudden death of my parents, betrayal from my sibling and other trusted relatives, the loss of a best friend, abandonment by my friends, and all that. These experiences were brutal. Each of them naturally knocked me down and kept me down for a while. But when my time of mourning was over after each tragedy, I pressed forward, stronger and with a greater understanding and respect for life. Truth be told, we all experience hard times, and we all get through them eventually. But some of us get through them more easily than others. What's the secret? Most of it has to do with mindset. So here are 7 important things to keep in mind when life gets rough, when you are down but not out. 1. These hard times are making you stronger and smarter. It's usually the deepest pain that empowers you to grow up to your full potential. It's the scary, stressful choices that end up being the most worthwhile. Without pain, there will be no change. But remember, pain, just like everything in life, is meant to be learned from and then released. It is not meant to be held onto with erudite hand. 2. You are not a helpless victim. You are the creator of your own experience. Yes, it is unfortunate that sometimes bad things happen to the best of people. Life can be unfair, unkind, and unjust. However, being stuck in a victim mentality does not nurture your ability to move forward and upward. You've got to stand back and take positive steps to heal and to grow. 3. There's no such thing as failure, only important lessons learned. From henceforth, you should just wipe off the word failure right out of your vocabulary. All great people who have ever achieved anything worthwhile have failed over and over again. In fact, Thomas Edison once said, "I never failed once at inventing the light bulb. I just found 999 ways that it didn't work at first." Take your so-called failures and learn something from them. Learn how to do it better next time. 4. If you don't get something you want, it just means something better is waiting. This is hard to believe sometimes, I know, but it's true. Oftentimes, when you look back at your life, you will be able to see why it was actually good that something didn't work out. Maybe the job you didn't get would have made you spend more time away from your family, but the job you did get was more flexible. Just have faith that everything happens for a reason. It may not be obvious at first, yes, but it will make sense eventually. 5. Things can and will change. "And this too shall pass" is one of my favorite sayings. When we are stuck in a bad situation, it may seem like there is no way out. We think nothing will ever change, but guess what? It will, whether we like it or not. And this is because in life, nothing is permanent. So get out of the habit of thinking that things will always be the same. They won't. But remember, you do need to take some sort of action for things to change. It won't happen magically, all on its own. 6. If you want things to change now, you need to start by changing yourself. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Do you know people whose lives are unnecessarily chaotic and stressful? And isn't their situation largely because they feel chaotic inside? Yes, it is. We like to think that changing our external circumstances will change us. No, that is taking it backwards. Having it backwards. We need to change ourselves first before our circumstances will begin to change. 7. Anything is possible going forward. Miracles do happen every day, and I believe this. Yes, they do. I wish I had enough space to discuss all about the miraculous things that happen to people I know, from healing stage for pancreatic cancer to having their soulmates appear out of the blues in the most unlikely places. Trust me, miracles do happen all the time. You just need to believe that it does. Once you do, you are halfway there. And of course, if you're struggling with any of these, just know that you're not alone. Many of us are right there with you, working hard to feel better, think more clearly, and get our lives back on track. Until I come your way again, this is Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First. This program is powered by Topitup Media and Communication, Nigeria. All rights reserved. Thank you for listening to this broadcast today. It would please us to no end if you continue to visit our podcast. And so to be able to do that, kindly click on the red subscribe button towards your right to subscribe to our channel. In the same vein, also click on the bell beside the subscribe button so that you can always receive the notification for any new podcast we upload. Also give us a thumb up to like these podcasts. These help us to grow. And do help us share the podcast to your friends in the different social media sites you belong to. Click on the share tab just below the podcast and share directly from there. The full text of this podcast is on our blog, and would you want to read it, kindly visit the blog. We have a Facebook page where we also post our podcast on a daily basis. If you're on Facebook, kindly like our Facebook page. The links to our blog and our Facebook page are in the description box right below. Thank you for your attention. Do have a very nice day.